Hi, good afternoon, everyone. It's Shamila Ramjawan from the Red Corner Chat. My guest this afternoon is Kukie Diratsagae, who is the founder and managing director at Diratsagae's Creations. She has 20 years of experience in the hospitality industry, and she holds a degree in hospitality and completed her matrix in 1998. So we're going to get to know who Kukie is this afternoon. Hello, Kukie. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And how are you, Shamila?
I'm great, thank you. So tell me, Kukie, we just want to hear a little bit about you, your background, your family.
Okay, my background, I was born in a small township in the Northwest province. It was called the Old Buputatswana. So growing up, it was very tough. Being the second child from the fourth, my parents were never married. You know, people see me today and they think that I grew up with a silver spoon in my mouth, but it was very, very tough. At home, it was a survival of the fittest. And I did not really enjoy being a teenager because I have to grow up very fast into adulthood. I had to learn how to do things myself. I had to learn how to rely on myself. So it was quite tough, but I am very happy with the challenges that I went through because that has shaped me to be the woman that I am today.
And a very successful woman at that.
Thank you so much.
So a little bit about your family.
My family, I've got 3 kids, a 14-year-old daughter, a 10-year-old son, and a 4-year-old daughter, and I'm married to a very wonderful husband. It has been a roller coaster journey, but it was also a learning curve for me also, and I am loving every moment of it, of being a mother and being a wife.
Well, you're always looking so bubbly and out there, and I can actually see how happy you are. So, Kukie, I attended one of your events, and it was quite a prestigious wedding that I went to. You maybe want to take me through, how you started the business, what prompted you to start the business. I'm sure there must be passion involved because you do it with so much of passion. And just take me through that journey of just starting your business.
You know, Shamila, I'm a believer that your dreams comes true when you have the courage to pursue your dream. And there is a saying that says, your dream must be bigger than you and your dreams must scare you. It was that thing of waking up in the morning, going to work, and one day I just decided that, you know what, if I can do it for somebody else, I can do it for myself. That's where the whole concept of starting my business comes from.
Okay, so do you maybe want to take me through one of your biggest events or something that really stands out for you?
You know, I've done a lot of events. The one that stand out for me, it was doing a celebrity wedding that was Caster Semenya, and it was awesome. And where it started as a friendship because I became the friend with the bride. That's how everything started, and it was amazing. I still do. There are also private events. I still see them a lot, and we've been friends ever since then.
Well, that's wonderful because I actually got the privilege of attending that wedding. So that was amazing. So, Kukie, your business, how has COVID-19 affected your business?
It has affected us in so many angles. It hasn't been easy at all. Some of the people we have to lay them off. It's like a cat and a dog from hand to mouth eat. And it's not easy at all. And especially for us in the hospitality industry, a lot of places closing down, a lot of bookings on hold, a lot of travel agencies not making any bookings. But we are still doing the marketing side of it so that people doesn't have to forget us and to keep our name out there.
Does tourism affect your business in any way?
What?
Tourism.
Yes, it has a lot because we're struggling, we're not getting any funding, we're not getting any help. So basically we have to use all the savings that we have so that we can survive.
Talking about funding, Kukie, when you started your business, how did you manage to fund the business?
You know, Shamila, I've never worked at any doors. I never knocked at any doors to get any funding. I've just been blessed and be privileged to be married to a very wonderful husband who shared my dreams with me in every aspect of my life. So for me to start off my business, my husband has to fund my business from his own pocket.
One lucky woman, I might add.
You know what? I am very one lucky woman. He shares my dream. Everything that I bring when we're sitting on the table, you know, he is a very analytic somebody, and he will show me like the blind spot that I don't see. We will share the ideas, but he will never say to me, no, but don't do that. He's that kind of a man who will say that, baby, this is what you want to do. I'm 200% behind you. Go for it. So he funded all the bus. Even when we opened our first restaurant, he funded everything. So I got all the funding.
Wow, that is great. I'm so glad that, you know, we do have people out there that really support their partners and their spouses. So well done on that. What would be your advice to young entrepreneurs in terms of startup businesses?
You know what, especially as I'll speak on the woman's side, we can never learn enough, and we are different species, we are different creatures. If you just put your mind to it, you will do it. The only thing that you need to do is to believe in yourself.
I love that. So besides your husband, what are you grateful for in life?
You know, there's one person that I need to mention in this. I'm very grateful for the woman that raised me, which is my aunt. Her name is Monkey Mati. She has played a very crucial part in shaping the woman that I am today, instilling the discipline and all the teachings that I've learned. I am the woman that I am today because of that particular woman. Even today, I stand there. I'm sure she packed herself at the back to say, oh, wow, if there's one thing that God can ask me one day that you've done great in the planet, I'll say, I raised that woman. And I'm very grateful for her. I'm very grateful for her life. I'm very grateful for the part that she played in my life. And I love her so much. I don't tell her that often, but I do love her, and I appreciate everything that she has done for me.
What a phenomenal message. And I'm sure you're going to send her the link once we give you the YouTube link. I'm sure you'll send it to her so she can actually watch it.
I will definitely do that.
Yes, it's always so nice to actually mention to people, you know, how much you appreciate them, because life is so short. Just going back to business, how do you think going forward all this is going to pan out, you know, in terms of events, because now we're still limited to numbers? Are you now planning for smaller events with less number of people?
Yes, unfortunately, we have to scale our numbers down because with the new regulations, we cannot go as more than 50 people, including as the venue, because I also work with a lot of venues as a venue finder. So we can only keep to 50 people because we still have to do with the social distancing. So unfortunately, at the current moment, that's how far we can go.
How will that impact your bottom line? Because remember now we're talking about venue costs, and then we're talking about all the additional costs in terms of an event. And usually when the numbers are a lot bigger, the bottom line, there's a lot more profit. So how do you think that's going to affect the whole event?
It's definitely going to affect the whole event because obviously with everything that we're doing, putting on the mock-up prices, making profits, it's really affecting our pockets. But it's better to do something small than to do nothing, because at the end of the day, you do have these people that you need to think of, that they need to put food on their tables. So far, that's how far we can go.
And we do know that if the venues want to actually hold events or want you to hold events at the premises or venues, they will have to come to the party and reduce costs as well.
That's correct.
So you have to work together and collaborate.
We have to work together, and unfortunately, we also need to explain to clients that, you know what, this has affect everyone, not only us as individuals, and everything will never be the same, unfortunately, Shamila, after this whole thing. We don't know where we're going, we don't know where we're getting up, but that's how far we can go.
Yes, that is sad reality. But you know, we know that dreams become reality, and we hope and pray that it does, but we also have to put in that extra bit to make it a reality. What is your biggest dream?
My biggest dream, oh my gosh. My biggest dream, Shamila, is to own my own wedding venue. So under the commodities where we can do conferencing, functions, wedding, corporate events, and private events, and obviously to have an a la carte restaurant where families can come and enjoy themselves having breakfast, lunch, and for dinner. I cannot wait. That's something that I really, really want, and I'm working very hard towards that goal, and I know that I will achieve it.
Oh my word, I'm definitely going to be there because I've tasted your food. I know exactly how you actually carry out events. So yes, I've got first-hand experience with that. So definitely I'm going to be your number one supporter. And in terms of goals, what is the next best goal or biggest goal for you?
You know, Shamila, I've been with my husband for 18 years and we have been married for 12 years. So everything that we have been through in our marriage, it is not because of good times. For me, it's because everything was handled with love and care. So my biggest goal is to become a relationship coach because I see how I talk to my friends. I see how I build them. I see how I make a positive impact in their lives. And that is my biggest goal, to become a professional relationship coach.
Are you making inquiries on how to actually go about doing it?
I am still trying to enroll, but I haven't yet. But so far, this is my next step, especially now that we're not that busy. That's something that I want to keep myself busy with.
I think, Kukie, in terms of COVID-19 and how it's affected people in general, and with a lot of people being under pressure during the lockdown period, we're going to hear of a lot of breakups, a lot of divorces, and that's where the relationship coaching, comes to play. I would also say, look at the other long term where you create a matchmaking service, because I think there's a lot of people there that are struggling to find the right partner. And if you're not a person that goes and sits in pubs and, would want to have a drink, you're not going to meet anybody because you're not going to go to a pub. So where do you actually meet people? And the only way you can do that is through acquaintances, through friends, family, dating sites, which you somewhat can't really trust these days because there's so many people out there that's just wanting to hit people down. So, you need a reliable source. And just the other day, I had an interview with a really amazing woman that's got a matchmaking service, but her restrictions are quite high, where she actually has a sort of criteria that she looks into. And here's an opportunity for other people now to find that there is an opportunity here to create such a service. So maybe you two can chat and see, where you can offer something that she's not offering that people want.
I will really love that. Every time I talk to you, there's also something that I am learning from you, something that I'm taking out from the leaf of your book, and I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to meeting with her, and that's an opportunity that I will grab with both hands.
Awesome. So I'm going to connect the both of you, and then you can take it from there.
Okay, not a problem. I will be very happy.
Kukie, what are you passionate about? Do you cook?
I'm a very good cook. Remember, I'm married to a very I'm married to a very traditional man, so I'm a very good cook. Okay, but my passion is I'm very passionate about education. That's something that we are instilling to our children, and that's what we are teaching them, to say, you know what, as young as you are, the only responsibility that you have is to go to school. It is not for us, but it is in your best interest and in your future. So I am very passionate about education.
So just talking about education, how did COVID-19 affect you? I know, a lot of parents had to do homeschooling. So did you also do homeschooling?
Yes, I did. The kids were doing everything. Remember, the one is in high school, one is in primary, and then one is in crèche. So it's 3 different levels. And with me, technically, I will say I'm a single parent because hubby works in another province, only coming home on weekend. So I have to juggle that, doing my marketing, doing my work, running the business and the household and the kids. It was very tough. But unfortunately, in everything that we do, we need to be parents first. So I had to put that first before anything else. So yes, we did the homeschooling because they have to supplement and there are assignments and there are projects. It was very very tough. We're still doing it now, but it's much better because now the kids are back at school, but they alternate the dates. But it was very tough.
And what were the biggest challenges just homeschooling your kids? Because I know a lot of parents that I spoke to, they said they had to learn all about their kids again. There's certain things that they actually didn't know about their own kids.
Yeah, you know what? My challenge that I have is I struggle to help them with some of the projects because the method that they're using at school is the method that we did not do or we did not do at school. It's total different, the education now and the education back then. So I struggled a lot with that. So hubby will be on the phone trying to explain and video calling, trying to explain, but we had to get it right. And you can't say, no, I don't know, I don't understand, I cannot assist. You had to put your mind to it. But it was very challenging because, you know, the kids of today, they are also very vocal and very expressive of their emotions and their feelings. So you tell them one thing and then they want to challenge you to say, yeah, but this is not how we do it. So you basically, in that process, when you're trying to help them, you're also learning something out of it also.
For sure. I believe we learn so much from our own kids every single day. What is your message out to women in general?
You know, women, I want to tell them that you are different species, you are beautiful, you can never learn enough. Love yourself, go after your dream, and know your self-worth. There is nothing impossible that women can do. There's a lot of single women out there that are raising their kids on their own, and they're doing very well. They're doing very well for themselves. So there's nothing that we can do. Know your worth, put your mind to it, go after your dream, and dream big.
I love that. I love the dream big. That is my motto. Any last words, Kukie?
Any last words, Shamila? I would like to say thank you for giving me this opportunity. You always see the best in me. Every time you think of something, you're always sending me stuff to say, I know you can do it. You one of the women that are in my life that I surround myself with that are pushing me up to my limits. So I would really like to say thank you very much to you for giving me this opportunity, and I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much. But before you go, just one thing. Tell me about your passion for the Princess D Menstrual Cup and why you have become a stockist.
I became a stockist because I've never seen it anywhere. And then I saw you present this. I'm like, wow, I'm interested in doing this because I talk a lot with a lot of women and it was very easy for me to sell it to them. I love it. I'm hooked to it. People are still inquiring and I know that you just one call away to get my stock. And it's a product that is a must have for women out there. It is definitely, I still even use it even today and I love it.
Wow, what a good review. Kukie, how can one get hold of you?
Okay, on my Instagram page, I'm Kukie Diratsagae. My Facebook page, I'm Diratsagae Kukie. And on my Twitter page, I'm Kukie_Diratsagae.
Do you maybe want to spell your surname out so people can get it right?
Kukie, you spell it Kukie. And my surname is Diratsagae.
Wonderful. Kukie, thank you so much for joining me today. I wish you all the best in whatever you lay your hands on, and I know it's going to be a success. Take care and stay awesome.
Thank you so much, Shamila. I really appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.